So let's get to our hot read before we wrap up here. So I'm going to start out with the Browns pick, but I'm not taking the Browns. Raheem, why in the world are the Cincinnati Bengals, the possible 1 seed Cincinnati Bengals, underdogs in Cleveland, the same Cleveland team that we think should just move 6 points because they're not motivated against the Steelers, are 3-point favorites against the Bengals? I don't understand it. Has that line moved, or the Bengals? I checked like 5 different times thinking I must be seeing this wrong. The Bengals are in fact 3-point underdogs in Cleveland, correct?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Look, I know the Browns 41-16 in Cincinnati earlier this season. So I'm guessing that that's the reason. I don't really buy it. First drive of the game, that one, Bengals drove right down the field and were about to score. Pick six, 99 yards. The Bengals had 3 turnovers to none and 2 turnovers and down. So really a 5-0 turnover margin. So yeah, you lose by a bunch that way. But the Bengals had 25 first downs to 14. They were good in that game. Joe Burrow left the game for a while hurt. I'm not going to read too much into one game. Again, Stefanski, that was the only time in 2 seasons that he's covered against a division opponent. The Bengals, this is it. This is their chance to possibly get the 1 seed still. We know that they'll schedule those games, so they won't know yet. They'll certainly be trying. They can move up if Tennessee loses or if the Chiefs lose. And I just think this is the Bengals moment here. I don't know how this team is an underdog, especially at the key number, +3. Give me the +3. Short road dog, 67% against the spread on the season, 58% money line ROI. I'm all over Cincinnati on this one. I don't understand the line at all.
I think this line is the way it is because they actually moved the Chiefs Broncos game to Saturday, right?
Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah, they moved the Chiefs Broncos game to Saturday. So it appears that
that could definitely shift things. So yeah, keep an eye. Maybe the reason here, I tried to figure that out.
So that's what it is. The Chiefs Broncos game is on Saturday. The Titans Texans game is at 1 p.m. They're 10.5-point favorites over the Texans. Okay. So
the Titans get the big lead on the Texans, and then they're saying, so they're building in a chance that the Bengals kind of do what I said for the Cowboys.
Exactly.
They're locked in, just sit this one out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
I'm not sure.
I mean, maybe they'll play a half. I mean, basically they need the Chiefs. I think they need the Chiefs and they need the Bengals. They need the Chiefs and they need the Titans to lose in order to get the number 1 seed, which is unlikely.
Yeah. So I don't know that they're going to get the 1 seed. I'll say this though. I considered playing the Texans as underdogs as my hot read. The only reason they're not my hot read is because I don't think I need to hot read it. That line's not going to move in Houston's direction. I'm going to get more points if I wait. But you better believe I'm betting against Tennessee every chance I get the rest of the way. So I think Houston is live in that game to possibly beat Tennessee. And if that's the case, even if it stays close, then Cincinnati's going to keep fighting here. So I like it. I'll be betting Cincinnati. I'll be betting Houston on that one too. What's your hot read for next week?
I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons +4.5. You know, the last time these two teams played, the Falcons actually beat this team outright. And when you look at the Saints, their offense has been downright abysmal. Look, they scored 9 points against the Buccaneers. I know they have a solid defense. Scored 3 points against the Dolphins. And I know they put up 18 points today against the Carolina Panthers, but it wasn't the type of 18 points that, really looks really good. I mean, yardage wise, they probably had their best yardage output that we've seen in 3 weeks. But I don't have trust in this offense the way they've been playing. I think the Falcons, they showed me something going up into Buffalo and playing this team tight, and it appears that they really haven't quit. So to me, to lay 4.5 points against this divisional opponent, I like the Falcons in this matchup, and I think they could probably win this game outright and possibly play spoiler.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one for sure. I had this one circled as well. I had some long shot chances on the Falcons to make the playoffs. They're obviously out now, but part of it was because I thought they could win this one against the Saints. The line seems too high to me. It obviously moved in the Saints direction. Look, if you look back at many, many years in a row, over and over again, what we see is that the teams who are still playing for playoffs or fighting for position are getting too many points. It happens every single year of these last couple of weeks. And we're giving too many points to the teams who are still trying, quote unquote, and not giving enough credit to the teams who are still trying. Like you said, they're trying to make an impression. They're trying to close out the season strong. So I like the Falcons there. I'm going back to the AFC North, back to the Steelers one more time for this one where he still is an underdog. Mike Tomlin, give me that rah underdog at the Ravens, +5. The Ravens and Steelers both, I believe, can still make the playoffs, but I think it probably includes the Colts losing to the Jaguars and some other weird stuff. Pittsburgh, it looks like, can make the playoffs by winning both games, and then they need either a Chargers or a Colts loss. So it's possible. They're both on the road. Here's the thing. Steelers are +5. It's Steelers Ravens. These are field goal games. Stop putting the line above 3 points. We know that these games always are close. Since 2005, when this matchup happens, Steelers Ravens, if either team is more than a field goal favorite, the underdog in this rivalry is 17-2 against the spread since 2005. When the line is above a field goal, you take the underdog. Mike Tomlin underdog stats one more time for the year. 71% against the spread as a dog after week 5, 29-21 straight up. I think the Steelers are still alive. I think they could hang around. Certainly I'll feel better if Pittsburgh wins against the Browns, because you're kind of counting on them still trying. But again, they're going to try. It's the Ravens. This is the big rivalry game. I got to take the points with Pittsburgh here.
Yeah, I really love this one. I mean, look, I've been fading the Ravens for probably about a month straight right now. A lot of it has to do with their secondary. They continue to be banged up. I know Matthew Stafford couldn't take advantage of it today in the manner that I thought he would, but when it came down to the end, I mean, he got what he wanted in terms of being able to score the ball and taking the lead. And I think Ben Roethlisberger is going to be able to do that next week against this banged up Ravens secondary, who's just been struggling to stop teams. They're dead last in explosive pass play rate, allowing 12% of passing plays to go for 20 yards or more. I think they're 28th in EPA per play, 30th in success rate on pass defense. We all know that the Steelers can't really run the ball. So a lot of their run game is the extension of the short passing game. And I think the Steelers were able to find some success with that in their first matchup. And I think they'll be able to find even more success with it now because Marlon Humphrey's not playing in this matchup. So I like that pick from you. And I think it wouldn't surprise me to see this line go down to 3. I mean, maybe Lamar Jackson will play next week, but Lamar Jackson hasn't played in 3-4 weeks at this point. So he's probably not going to be the same quarterback. I like it.
Yeah, and I will say too, I'm going to play both of these. You know, we always play them when we're putting them out. But I want to make sure I get these picks in before Monday night, because if the Steelers do beat the Browns, then that's all the reason for the Browns line to move away from me, maybe get that one closer to a pick 'em, and the Steelers maybe to catch a couple less points on their line as well. So I want to grab that one before the game, make sure to get my pick in.